today. Just finding a comfortable seat. I'm going to move over to my mat in a moment. And sitting up nice and tall, and allow your eyes to softly close, jaw to relax. Soften your hands. You draw your jawbone back towards your chest, lengthen the crown of your head up towards the ceiling. You're just seeing just the ebb and flow of your own breath right there. Seated with your eyes closed, you're going to gently let your body sway side to side, just right to left. Just notice how that feels. Back to a center spot and begin to move front to back. Just tipping forward, and tipping back. Subtly starting to awaken the little muscles of support around the pelvis and the spine. And then you'll begin to go in a circle, and it could be clockwise or counterclockwise, doesn't matter, just circling all the way around. And it can be small, gradually get bigger. If it's challenging, if your eyes remain closed, it's fine to open them. Keeping your awareness drawn inside for these few moments. Switch the direction of your circles. It's one way is easier than the other. And then slowly bring it back to that center point. Staying from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. And then you can flutter your eyes open, and we'll take an easy twist to the right here. So you're going to bring your right hand behind you, left hand to your outer thigh, and then inhale, lift up into the crown of the head. Exhale, gently rotate. And then from here, keeping your left hand where it is, take your right arm up towards the ceiling, and then you'll look to the left. So look over your left shoulder and lean slightly to the left. So bring your right hand behind your head here for support. Breathe in, open the elbow towards the ceiling, and then bring your right elbow towards your left knee. So close forward a little bit, and then roll back open. So it's just this diagonal moving. And then elbow moves towards the left knee and open it back up. One more time. Turn, close it down, twist, open, and then come on up back to center. And you'll switch the cross of your legs if you can. Good, and then close your eyes for a moment and take your body in some slow circles. Circle around. And circle the other direction. Good, and then coming back to center, open your eyes, sit up really tall, and then twist to the left. Bring your left hand behind you. Right hand can be wherever is comfortable for you. Keep inhale as you lift and lengthen. Exhale is that gentle twist. And then keep your right hand where it is. Take your left arm up, look right, give that little lead to the side. It's really more of a lift up and then that gentle. Bring your hand behind the head and open up through the elbow. And then bring the elbow towards the right knee. Just a little twist down and twist back open, turning the belly to the left. And then turn the belly slightly right, elbow to knee. One more time, open it up. Elbow towards knee. Open it up, pause. And then lift the body and come back to center, release the hands. And then right here, take your right arm, go all the way up. Turn the palm to the right, all the way back so your hand touches the ground. And then do the other side, left arm's gonna go up. Turn the palm open, bring the hand to the ground, pull the shoulder heads back, lift the chest up. Now chin to chest or chin up, or you could even lift the hips all the way up and drop back. Slowly lower the pelvis, lift the chest and head, come forward onto hands and knees. Tabletop. And then cow and cat, or wiggle side to side, or circle through the pelvis. You can move linearly, cow to cat, or you can circle, or you can rock. I just really want you to tune into what your body craves right here. I woke up with kind of a deep ache way down in my belly, and I was like, is it belly? I think it's structural, kind of low back stuff. So just tuning in. And then coming to neutral, we'll take a thread the needle on the right side 3 times. So you're gonna open the right arm up and then thread it behind the left wrist. So rolling out, pausing, and then come back up. Open up, or it can be out to the side and take it under, slide that right hand out, lower the chest and head. One more time, press down, open to wherever you can, and thread it under. We'll stay here, just one breath, one full breath in, full breath out. Come back up to tabletop and switch sides. So that left arm, let's open it up. And slide it under. Again, inhale, really root through the right hand, stretch to the left, slide it under. And one last time, inhale. And exhale, this time stay down for one full breath, all the way in, all the way out. Come back up to tabletop and make your way to downward facing dog. You can walk your hands forward, take your socks off. You can pedal it out while you're there. Move the hips slightly. Stop spreading your fingers and your toes. And then you'll just lift your heels and roll your body forward into a high plank position. If you need to adjust your hands and feet, you can do that. And then you'll press back to downward facing dog. Really just warming up the range of motion in the shoulders. Come forward again, high plank, and turning on the abdominal muscles. And press it back to downward facing dog. Again, roll forward, high plank position, and downward facing dog. Good, one more time. Roll forward, high plank, downward facing dog. Good. Walk your feet to your hands, coming into a ragdoll forward fold, and let your feet be wide. Supportive, the base supportive. You can hold on to forearms or elbows. Maybe even sway the body a little bit side to side. Release your hands softly to the mat. You can bring the feet closer together or keep them as they are. Rise up to stand. Extended mountain. Draw your hands to heart center. Pause right here, maybe setting your attention. Go through some sun salutations. Open your eyes. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift. Let's go slow. Step it back, high plank. Take a full breath in. And then exhale, lower your body to the ground. It can be with your knees or not, or hover, cobra pose, or upward facing dog. You choose this morning. And then downward facing dog or child's pose anytime. You're tuning in rather than tuning out. Take one more breath here. Exhaling out, look forward, bring your feet to your hands. It can be a walk or a hop up your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale back, high plank to low plank, or knees to your belly on the floor. Upward dog or cobra, breathe in. Downward dog, breathe out. Child's pose, yeah, it's fine to use your knees. Just breathing and feeling from your skin in. That's how we are then able to handle the events in our lives. Taking care of ourselves first. Take a full breath here. Exhale, look forward, bring your feet to your hands. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Vinyasa, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog. Working deep back bend. Good, downward facing dog. Bring your feet closer together. Take your right leg up to the sky and bend the right knee. You can roll the hip open, stacking the right hip on the left. And draw some circles with your right knee. Bring the knee to the chest, out to the right, to the ceiling, back to center. To the chest, to the right, ceiling, center. One more circle. Just slow, trying to get that full range. Stretch your leg up long. Step it forward. Right foot to right hand. Stay there and straighten your right leg. Andy, okay? Did they call?
Yeah, and I got to thinking I shouldn't have put silent. I should have just turned the volume down because it didn't vibrate.
Phone back. So straightening that right leg wherever you can. Good, and then bend the knee, plant the palms, go straight back to downward dog, right foot to left. Take your left leg up, bend the left knee, roll it open, stacking the hips. And then slow circles. Knee comes to the chest, to the right or to the left, to the ceiling, and then center. Do that again. Nice slow circles. Knee goes in, around, and up. Try to press evenly into the hands. One more circle. Stretch the leg long. Take a big step forward or help the foot to the hand. And then straighten the left leg, pulling the hips up and back. and then bend the knee, plant the palms, downward facing dog. Step it back. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step or hop forward. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. Chair pose. Drop the hips low, the arms up high. Hold this about 5 breaths. You're weighting your heels, toes spread on the ground, finding the right spot for the arms and shoulders. Balance between effort, strength, and the ease, the softness. Good. Take one more breath in. And as you exhale, bow forward, letting it go. Halfway lift. Step or float back, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Step your right foot forward for warrior one. Spin your left foot flat. Come. One more breath in. And set the hands to the mat. You get to flow, high plank, low plank, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Step your left foot to your left thumb for your one. Good job. Not resisting the heat that's rising in the body. Start to welcome it, to soften the tissues, to wake up, breathe in, go up and back. Set your hands to the mat, high plank to low plank. Upward facing dog, or cobra, downward facing. Start to feel the effects of the poses on your body and your mind. Good, take one more breath in. Exhale all your air out. Step or float to your hands. Halfway lift. Exhale, bow. Bend your knees, inhale, chair pose. Everything good, Sandy? What happens? Yeah.
Okay.
What's the wait time?
I would like 3 or 4.
Crazy. All right, breathe in. Exhale, bow forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step or float back, high to low plank. Upward dog. Downward dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. Breathe down, one breath. Reach up. And you flow high to low. Your own version is fine. It's fine to bend the knees. Upward dog or cobra. Thighs can remain down. Downward facing dog. Left foot to left thumb. Warrior one. Move down, reach up. Hands to the mat. High plank to low plank. Or knees to the floor or cow and cat. Up dog or cobra. Easy back bend. Downward facing dog. Breathe. Good. Empty out, exhale completely, step or float forward. We'll do that one more time. Halfway lift, lengthen and extend the spine. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, one breath. Sit low, reach high. Fold forward, breathe out. Halfway lift, breathe in. High to low push-up, breathe out. Upward dog or cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Right foot to right hand, warrior one. Back foot flat, reach for the ceiling or beyond. Hands to the mat, high plank to low. Upward dog. Downward dog. Left foot to left hand. You step by using core strength. Inhale, reach up and back. Exhale, hands to the floor. High plank to low. Inhale, rise up, easy back bend. Exhale, back to downward facing dog. And stretch your right leg up and back, just straight back, hips square towards the earth. And then step it forward for crescent lunge. You'll keep your back heel lifted. Stretch your arms up. And bring your hands down to your hips for a moment. So you're gonna bend the back knee, touch it to the ground, and then come up. And you can even straighten that front leg if you want. So go all the way down, tap, and come up, maybe straightening the front leg. Down, tap. If you need to adjust the feet, if shorter stance is better, that's fine. Oh yeah, your foot. Yeah. It's okay to bring it flat too and hold, just hold like a warrior. Okay, one more time. Just tap. And then come up. And then bend that front knee. Practice the arms. Give a tiny tuck of the tail. It's fine to stay in the warrior one foot too. And then breathe in. While it goes out. Music, I see me and the music here is weird. Okay, twist to the right. It's just how it is. Good. Stay there. Come back to center. Inhale. We'll do that 3 times. So you twist to the right, resisting with the right side of the abdomen. One more time. Inhale. And this time twist. And then lean forward. Hook your elbow. And then make a fist with the bottom hand and cover it with the top. And then press the right palm into that left fist as you twist. Good job. And then release your hands to the mat. We're going to bring the back knee all the way to the ground here. And then pivot the shin behind you. So you're going to come up like this with the right knee bent, left foot. Turn your pelvis towards the gray wall. Yep. And then you might walk the right foot forward a little bit. So this is like a warrior 2 lunge. You're going to lunge in towards that front foot. Come forward and come back. So working on the hip a little bit, holding it out to the right. Lunge forward and bring it back to center. This time you'll lunge it forward there. Set your right forearm to thigh or reach for the ground. Take your left arm up.
That's what that bell is associated with on your.
I have no idea. I know, it's like not, is it a line? It must be. I don't know where it comes from.
That cemetery?
It could be the cemetery, yeah, possibly. Good. Is everyone feeling this in their right inner thigh a little bit? Okay, good. And the glute. So squeeze the right glute, tuck it under. Take one more big breath here. And then bring both hands to the floor inside the right foot. You'll straighten that left leg, toe heel the right foot right. And we'll stay here in a lizard lunge for a moment. You can bring that right foot a little more to the right if you want. A little to the pinky toe edge of the foot. How's that feel?
Yeah, I keep going, it's like I'm getting a massage, so probably every
No, I love that.
month in the pleasure
The
moment.
pleasure bones. I need that too. Oh my God, I needed this. So another possibility here is to walk your hands diagonally to the left and let the right knee go out to the right. You get this different opening. This is possibilities. center. You'll make your way back to a high plank, wherever you want to get there. Low plank or skip it. Upward facing dog, cobra pose. Downward facing dog, press it back. And you'll stretch your left leg straight back. And then step it through for crescent lunge. So stay high on the ball of the back foot. Bring your hands to your hips right here. And then we'll do that bending of the back knee. Go straight to the ground. And then coming up, maybe straightening both legs. That, do it 4 times. Tap. 2. 3, get really grounded through that front foot as much as you can. Good, and then bend the left knee so you come right into that middle point, and then cactus the arms, puff up the chest, breathe in, and exhale, twist left. Inhale, fill up at center. Exhale, twist left, pulling that left rib cage in, resisting with that side of the body. Inhale to center. Exhale, twist. And then lean forward, hooking your elbow to the thigh, make a fist with the right hand, cover it with the left. Energy in the back leg. And press the palm of the left hand into the knuckles of the right to activate the twist. Breathe. Like both shoulders straight back. Good, release your hands to the mat. Set the back knee down, pivot the shins behind you, and then come up into your modified warrior 2 lunge. So left foot flat, right knee down, and pivot. And then you can take the foot forward a little bit, and then you can bend and straighten into that left leg. We're trying to squeeze the glute and nudge the knee to the left. Good. And then you'll bend and stay, and you can set your forearm to thigh or reach for the floor maybe. Right arm goes up. Press your hips forward towards the mirror and shoulders back. Get your left foot really grounded. So because we're not completely bearing our weight on it, you can actually really spread the toes and take up some space on the floor with that front foot. And then bring your hands down to the inside of the left foot. Pivot the right shin straight. Toe heel the left foot left. Lizard lunge. And sometimes I'll kind of lift that back knee up, get it, straighten out the creases. You can come to your forearms. You can toe heel the left foot to the left or turn the foot out. Or roll to the edge or walk your arms to the opposite side. Fanning into the sides of the body, feeling into the hips and pelvis, all those little attachments in there. Keeping the core body engaged, a little firmness to the lower belly. And then come up slowly, toe heel that back foot in, meet your front foot in, or not, and step back, high plank. However, you want to get there. And go straight back to down dog or low plank. Upward facing or cobra pose. Downward facing dog when you're ready. Pedal it out a little bit or move your hips from side to side. Lift your heels, bend your knees, step hop or tiptoe to your hands. And then take a forward fold here of your choice. It could be peace fingers to big toes, forward fold, or palms under the soles of the feet, gorilla, or holding onto your ankles, or Interlacing your hands behind your back or head, or simply ragdoll. Notice if you're rolling to the pinky toe edges of your foot, or if you can really root down through the big toe, pinky toe, and the center of each heel. Release your hands down to the mat. Bring your hands to your hips, bend your knees, and just come on up to stand. Press the feet down. Your arms, lift them up. Bring your right palm to the right, circle the wrist with the left hand, and stretch your body over. If you prefer feet together, you bring the feet closer, but far apart, fine too. Just root into the right foot, open into the right side. Lengthen the tailbone down. Good. Come back up, switch sides, circle the left wrist, left palm left. Go up and forward. It's really more up. So that whole left side from the foot all the way up to the wrist even. Back to center, both arms go up. Then you'll swing the right arm under the left. And bend the knees, we'll come into eagle, right leg stacks on top of the left. Return to mountain pose, pause, extended mountain. And then left arm swings underneath the right. And left leg stacks on top of the right. Squeeze into center line, elbows up to shoulder height. Shoulder head straight back. And then returning to mountain pose, pause. Bring your left hand to your left hip right here. And lift the right knee for standing leg raise. Right knee straight out in front. And then take it to the right. Press into the left foot even more. You can reach to the left if you like. You can even look to the left. It's a little added bonus. And then bring it to center. Bring your arms by your side, knee to chest, and then press it behind you for airplane. Lift your shoulders up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the spine, press out through that back heel. Breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Return to standing mountain pose. Good job. Right hand to right hip. Switch sides. Lift the left knee, catch the shin or the knee, and pull the thigh up to the chest. Drop the hip down, pull the pit of the belly in, and then opening out to the left. Maybe reach to the right or look to the right. Good job. Bring it back to the center. Arms by your side, pull the shoulder head straight back, lift up a little higher, and then send that leg straight back. Airplane. Press out through that upper heel, lift the shoulder heads towards the ceiling. Spread the fingers nice and wide and reach them back behind you. Hold for 5. Let your eyes rest at 1 point. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come up to stand. Plant your feet, stretch your arms up. Your hands to heart center for tree pose. So bring your right foot to your left leg. Interlace your hands today and stretch the palms up towards the ceiling. Your pinky fingers can move more towards the farmer's market. Pull your front ribs in towards the spine. Blame it, it's been through some trauma. You're doing amazing now, really. Strengthening all those little muscles. Float the arms down, set the right foot down, switch sides. Left foot to your right leg, tree. Just connect foot to leg or thigh. Interlace your hands with the opposite thumb on top. And then stretch the palms up. Front ribs drop in. Pinky fingers go back. Lengthen the sides of the body. The arms of the left foot next to the right. Full deep breath in. Sweep your arms up. Breathe out, forward fold. Breathe in, lift halfway up. Exhale into chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward dog, cobra. Cat, cow, cat. Exhale back, downward facing dog. Stretch your right leg up and back. Curl your knee to your nose right here for a moment. Forward, really squeeze your air out. Pull into your center and your belly. Good. Take the leg back to the sky. Inhale. And then step it all the way forward. Come to warrior two. Spin the back foot flat. Come up and over, putting the warrior two. And then triangle. Straighten the right leg. Lengthen. And then drop the right hand to the shin or block or floor. Trying to find just that perfect placement for your head, neck, opening through the shoulders, expanding from the center of the body. Reach out through your limbs, all four limbs. Good. Let that left arm just pull you to stand. And then bring your feet to parallel, hands on the hips, lift up and fold forward. Wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to the floor. Maybe walk them in front of you. So try walking the arms out in front like a down dog arm. And then bring the right hand to the left ankle. So you're gonna go under the body. And then you'll bend the right elbow. So your body kind of twists to the left. Feel into your left hamstring a little more. You can even take that left arm up towards the sky. A little twist. Yeah, good. And the right elbow twisting. And then hands down. Walk all the way around to the right foot for pyramid. Right toes come forward, left foot steps up a little bit. Square the body over the right leg and bow towards it. Sandy. A little draw of that right hip crease to the back of the room. And then bend the knee, plant the palms, step back, high plank. Good, low plank. Upward facing dog, cobra. downward facing dog. This is the last of the standing poses. Lift your left leg up and back. Curl the knee to the nose and hold. Squeeze all your air out. Pull into your belly, into your center. So strong. Stretch the leg up and back. And then step it through, coming up to warrior two. And then straightening the left leg for triangle. So hinging forward. Left hand can come to the shin, or block, or the floor. Pressing evenly into your feet. Expanding into the chest and upper back. Breathing into all the nooks and crannies in your body this morning. Good. Let the right arm pull you to stand. Bring your feet to parallel and hands to the hips or interlace behind your back. Lift up into your chest and bend forward. Just going to where you can go. And release your hands to the mat, walk them forward like down dog arms, pause. And then you'll bring your left hand to your right ankle, so to the back foot. And you bend the elbow towards the floor. Draw your chest towards the right thigh. And then maybe even right arm up towards the ceiling. Little twist, more like a thread the needle feeling. And both hands down, and you'll begin to walk it around to the left foot for pyramids. You turn the left toes forward, step the right foot up and to the right slightly, straighten-ish the left leg. Good, Natasha, and fold forward. Breathing into that left hamstring, hip, maybe outer hip, low back. This is that spot on my body that, oh my. Instead of, if you have spots like that, often we resist. We feel the sensation, the deep sensation, and we resist or avoid. And really, we want to dive in, breathe through. The way out is through. I've been told to feel what you need to feel right there. And bend the front knee, plant the palms, step it back, high plank. Good, lower all the way down onto your belly. And then arms by your side, point your toes. We'll lift up to locust pose. So you'll lift your shoulders, legs, arms. Shoulders bring it down away from the ears, but lift them up towards the ceiling a little bit more. Good. Lower down, turn a cheek to a side, just rest. Do that again, locust pose, down, and inhale, lift up. Palms towards the earth. Then see if you can take your thumbs even more towards the ceiling. Yes, good. A little more, I suppose. Upper trap muscles. Lift the legs a little higher, bring them a tiny bit closer. There's your glutes. And then lower down, turn your other cheek, and just rest. And then just one more. You can take locust or bend the knees for floor bow. Let's do one here. You can catch the feet or stay with that locust version. Come on up. Squeeze the knees in a tiny bit. Nice with the thumbs. Take your feet into your hands, so lift a little higher if you're in bow. And then lower all the way down and just rest, whatever that looks like. Into some core here on the forearms. We'll take a forearm plank variation. So come up on your forearms, interlace your hands, tuck your toes under, and then tuck your chin, pull the belly up off the ground. You can stay there on your knees, so belly and hips can lift, or you can straighten the legs. You can alternate between dropping the knees down or straightening the legs. Sometimes I like to keep my legs out of it. If my legs get into it, I tend to work a lot from my legs and lower back. When my knees drop, I can really pull in or cinch into the core, pulling the front ribs towards the hips. So play with that, seeing if you can really access those low ab muscles, deep abdominal muscles. This one works a lot. It's called the transverse abdominis. This is kind of what we're focusing on, which is like that corset muscle. It's the outermost layer where it pulls everything in. Everything in. It's a really important muscle for keeping the lower back safe. We can really breathe this last 10 seconds here. Nice, Natasha. Good. 5, 4. We're feeling it. 3, 2, and 1. Come on down. Stay on your forearms in Sphinx pose. Just lightly stretch out the belly. I felt that. And you'll press your self back to tabletop, the hands and knees. And move the hips a little bit side to side. Circle the pelvis. And then you're going to make your way onto your seat. So you can bring your cross your ankles or sit down, however you want to sit down. Swing your legs around in front of you. And bring your hands behind you, fingers face backwards. Just a hip stretch. And you'll cross your right ankle over the left thigh. So I always lift up to get there. And then you'll start to lower the pelvis. And you'll start to feel, hopefully, a stretch in that right hip. And if you don't, and you want to feel more, you bring your hips closer to the front heel and hands closer in towards your hips. So press yourself forward more. If it's too much, you go the opposite. So with my wrists, I always try to get into my fingertips. So my wrist, I'm not just hanging in the little bones of the wrists. So into the fingertips and press. It's integrating, strengthening the wrists, forearms. Back slightly, lift the head up out of the shoulders, breathe into your right hip. If you need to lay on your back for this, you can do that, or take a traditional half pigeon too. That's it. Breathing. If you're seated, listen up. If you're laying down, just stay where you are for a moment, Natasha. So if you're seated, you'll straighten the left leg. Bring the right knee over on top of the left. See if you can lean to the side and tuck the bottom leg underneath you and come back to seated. If you're on your back, you'll slide the top leg over the bottom and reach for your feet. It can be from on top or underneath. Yep. Take the feet up towards the ceiling and then press the tailbone to the floor. And you bend the elbows a little bit. Good. If you're seated in this cow face pose, sometimes I'll use my hands in my inner ankles to press and wiggle around a little to get a little more grounded. And then I'm going to give you a couple options. So here's just one, stay. Another option is to begin to lean forward, walking the hands forward. And if I do that, I often push the floor forward through the sitting bones down. The other option is to take a side stretch where you walk your right hand over to the side, left hand goes over. You walk the hand away from you, bend the elbow towards the floor, push the floor away and reach to the upper arm. Slide the right shoulder away from your ear. Down. Breathe. If you're on your back, unwind the legs. If you're seated, unwind the legs. Kick them out. With a little upwards. And then we'll try the other side. So hands behind you, bend the knees. This time the left ankle comes up and over the top of the right thigh. And then you can scoot as close as you want. Walk your hands in, a little more intensity. We're going to lift up out of the shoulders, relax your jaw. You close your eyes. Slow, deep breath. Find those pockets, those little pockets of areas, spaces that you are avoiding or skirting around. This is an opportunity to drop in. I love getting massages, but often the massage therapist will like skim around those little tight areas that I want them to push into, even though I know it's going to hurt. You are that therapist now, so let yourself just press into those areas that you know be a big release once you're through it. More breaths right here. Your breath really pinpoint into that area. Breathe. Follow your breath into the areas that you're feeling sensation. Slowly moving to cow face pose. So if you're on your back, you slide the left leg over the right. Good. Seated, you'll straighten the right leg. Slide the left leg up top. To the knee and knee. Tuck the right leg underneath you. Press into your inner ankles to wiggle around and stack your knees. Ideally, the knees are stacked and the ankles are on the same plane. And then you can lean forward. And I can see a micro lean. You can try that sideways, walking the left hand to the left. Right arm goes up, pushing the floor away. You can even drape the hand behind the head. I find the lateral bends and side stuff is so fascinating. In my body, I have one side that's just perpetually different, tighter than the other. And I know why. I'm unwilling to change it. I carry everything on the left, it's easier. When my back stays, I used to carry my kids. It's my actual stronger side, even though I'm right-handed. So my left side is always tighter. But I just can't change it out of habit or stubbornness. I don't get come on up. We'll release the legs, unwind the legs, take them out in front. If you're on your back, come on up for a moment. We'll take this to final forward fold. So upward your legs for a moment, shake them out. And then without touching, you're going to walk your sitting bones back. Slide the sitting bones back, hinge forward, and then walk the hands forward. Drop the chin to the chest. You can also support, put your forearms on your legs somewhere or support your head if you want in this forward fold. Or you can just keep releasing down wherever you can go. Just really stretching, elongating all that back side of the body. Imagine my body like fabric right here, and it gets kind of creased and folded, and here you're just like smoothing out, like ironing out the creases on the back side of the body.
Your breath is like steam, steaming and opening, softening. And slowly come on up. You'll
Ease yourself down onto your back. So lay down on your mat. I'm gonna go hit the lights. And then take any finishing postures you want. If you want to take a shoulder stand or twist, happy baby, or if you want an extra minute in Shavasana, just do that. So we're right at 10:30. We started a few minutes late, so we're gonna go just a couple minutes, but it's not gonna be a long Shavasana today, so sorry about that. Had to talk about doggies and emergency care. Sometimes other things take precedent. As you start to allow yourself this transition into Shavasana, it's like transitioning into any other pose. You take your time to feel into where you are. Every single yoga posture you want to enter and be in with stira and sukha. Stira is a steadiness. And sukha is an easefulness. Staying steady, holding your attention on your breath or a mantra, or a gaze point to the center of your forehead as a steadiness. And then also allowing for ease, space, and the releasing of the reins, and letting go of sensation. So really be seated, if you're seeking your tea, right, in steadiness and ease. Today's reading in one of my favorite books, Journey to the Heart, for November 27th, says, forgiveness isn't too much to ask. Is your heart blocked? Are you experiencing a barricade you can't get around in a particular relationship? Forgiveness is a delicate, sometimes difficult subject, but once in a while, that's what we need to ask for. Part of being clear, and one of our powers, is the ability to identify and ask for what we need from others, from the universe, from God, even from ourselves. We may be extremely skilled at identifying when we need more time with someone, more money, more attention, or a different type of communication. But as proficient as we may have become at asking for some of what we need, we may still find it difficult to ask for forgiveness. It is one thing to tell a person we're sorry. It is another to be intimate and bold enough to recognize the damage that comes when forgiveness hasn't occurred. Being unforgiven can block the kindest and warmest heart. It can destroy the most precious, beautiful, passionate spiritual relationship. It can keep guilt lingering in the air. It can cause people to go away from each other. Muster your forces, prepare yourself if you must, then take a risk. One of the greatest risks you'll be asked to take. Put your cards on the table. Say you're sorry. Say it from the heart. Then don't get defensive, ruffle your feathers, or get mad. Ask for forgiveness. Forgiveness is not too much to ask for if forgiveness is what you need. Wiggle your fingers and your toes. Rotate your wrists and ankles, or bend the knees, or stretch or move. However your body might be craving right here. Nice. Adjustment. And as you're ready, you'll roll to a comfortable side. With your eyes remaining closed, press yourself up to a seated posture. Eyes closed, so your attention can just stay right here. For a sound to wake up. Bring the palms of your hands together, touch your thumbs to your heart space. Lift your thumbs to your forehead center. Have a wonderful day. Namaste. Namaste. Your sweet dog heals and gets all the love and care she needs. It's not a long way. And prayers for Lucy. Thank you. Good thoughts for Lucy.
It's amazing how trying to be present